Let's tighten up. Well, tighten down
Oh,
this week.
it's bad feedback. Okay.
Still is.
Okay.
You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, you good. You good now. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Perfect. All right, man. Let's tighten up.
Tighten up.
Really, let's tighten down this week. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, man. As y'all can see, it's your boy, the One Piece Shark, back here again with, I guess, my homie, my brother, Chris Dillard. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here, man. Honored to be here.
Good, man. I'm graduate UT,
Yes, sir. Yeah, me
Bonds
too.
fan as well, like
Yeah,
myself.
unfortunately. Been a long year.
Right. Well, basketball team won, so
Yeah, right. That's a silver lining right there.
finally got to play.
Right.
But before we get started, I want to ask people, just ask you how you became a Titans fan, why you became a Titans fan, how it happened.
Okay. Around let's see. Well, it kind of goes back to 1997. My dad, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and he took me to the Liberty Bowl. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tennessee Oilers at the time, and that was the period between when the franchise moved from Houston to Tennessee, and they played a couple years in Memphis. I think they did 1 year in Memphis and then 1 year in Nashville. And my dad took me to the game. I had all the Pittsburgh Steelers gear on. I had a big car. I got a picture of me right now with it on. But eventually, I kind of came to my own senses. And during the 1999 season, I pretty much became a fan. After the Music City Miracle, I remember watching that whole game, and I was like, man, this is my team. So really, ever since that Super Bowl year, in '99, I've been a fan. So it's been about 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like my story. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time I watched football was then. So I assume you saw Tennessee. So that you actually saw when Tennessee Vols won the national championship then.
Well, I wasn't even watching football, but like I didn't really start till like 99, 2000. Like
so,
so I was right after like 98. I remember watching like the game, but I wasn't like I wasn't into the game. I was like 7 years old. So
just like me, same thing. Championship.
Yeah.
Career like the Super Bowl run, because then when I think about like Jordan, like I remember Game 6, but
really.
I don't like when I see it, I remember seeing it, but I don't recall seeing it.
Right. I mean, it's like the Bulls. I remember the Bulls. I remember Michael Jordan, but I don't remember we were just too young. He was 5, 6 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. Man, let's go ahead and talk about this tragedy that happened Sunday.
Yeah.
You got me to watch it in the second half. I didn't even get mad in the first half, but I was getting pissed off in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, when it got to 40, when they scored them first 2 touchdowns that quickly, I was like, man, we need to go and watch the game. I thought we could come back. So
we could have if Art Smith don't call a Wildcat.
Right.
Or
right. That whole drive, man.
Adam Humphries catch the ball.
Right.
Oh my God, Savage with the eyes. All right, man. Baker Mayfield looked like Pat Mahomes. I give him all his credit. Wild Devil was like a lot of people call Baker Mayfield starting all day. I've never been. I never cared for Baker Mayfield, but I don't dislike him.
Yeah. He's a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he'll have a game like that, and he'll have another game next week where he'll throw like 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But they'll probably still win because they have a really good defense and they have a really solid running game. So. He can pretty much be a game manager, but I really think hats off to the Browns offensive coordinator. He switched it up on us. You know what I'm saying? I think we were trying our best to slow down the run, and we kind of let go. We forgot that Baker could throw the ball a little bit, and he took advantage of our weak secondary in those quick throws. And it when you have those quick throws, it takes away from the blitzes. And then we really don't have, we really don't have a pass rush. We really don't have one. It kind of reminded us, why we're, our defense is we're still as bad as what we think we are. So yeah.
Unfortunately, they say as Browns get up, they're gonna rock.
Right. Absolutely.
But
they're just like us, though. We play the same way.
Nobody care about no heart, man.
Yeah, they did. Hey, we trying to win a championship, man.
But hey, if I take away from the game, normally for one, you are one of the people. You are the guy, Dom, Dominic, and Tea Time, who both just came on the show recently. So it's over exactly. Uh,
Absolutely, yeah. That's
those
what
two
we
and
at.
you, those two and you, y'all are the people. Like man, every time I go off, like man, get this, we slide well. Y'all three are the ones who like put me in my place. Like nah, bro, nah, keep hope
Nah,
alive.
we gotta stay strong, bro. We gotta stick together,
Right.
man.
So
After last year, I think everybody's just like, okay, it's like, okay, we're a good football team. We gotta get back on. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we just gotta be more consistent. That's all.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm like a totally different person this year because after that game, I didn't care anything about to come back in the second half. We can come back and win, whatever.
I mean, people were saying at halftime, like, should we rest our starters? And I'm thinking, like, bro, like
Hey,
we have 4 more games left in the season. You know what I'm saying? You don't just give up. You know what I'm saying? When you just paid these guys all this money. You know what I'm saying? And I know, of course, Derrick. My whole thing is, I feel like Derrick Henry is like, you got to protect him at all times. Like we need Derrick Henry. Like,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he only ran 15 times. We need to give him. We don't need to, work him as much. I think over the next couple of weeks, really, because I think we can beat Jacksonville and Detroit.
Detroit, yep.
And we don't have to run 30 times a game. He don't have to run 25 plus. Really, we just need him, just out there for play actions and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying all year. I know a bunch of Titans fans like, oh man, he didn't get 30 carries every single game. I'm like,
you gonna wear him
no,
down. I mean, you can wear him down. We've only
right.
had our bye week was back in week 4. So you have to think about that. Like guys are
Mm-hmm.
tired, every week in, week out. Like
Exactly.
I think the last couple of years, I think last year our bye week last year was like week 10 and week 11. And then the year before that, it was like week 9. So we've always had kind of late bye weeks where players have had time to rest. And, my thing is preservation, you know what I'm saying? Because, we got 2 good running. We got McNichols and we got the rookie and we got, I think, another running back. The guy, Foreman, the guy from Texas. Yeah. So I think those are good work. Get them some carries next week. You know what I'm saying? And I know Jacksonville hate week. And everybody want to see Derrick Henry run for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. But 2,000 yards is cool. But I want a Super Bowl. I want the best opportunity to win the Super Bowl. So I think that people have to think about long term. And he's 26 years old. He's in the prime of his career, and you want him to last these at least 2 more years at this level. Yep. I think he has at least 2 or 3 more years at this level. So we have to keep him there.
Yeah, 2,000 yards got eliminated Sunday.
Well, he can get 180
yeah.
couple games, and he'll be back in that 150 a year.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. We got AJ Brown and Corey Davis out there. Come on.
Right. Yeah. 1,000-yard receivers, 2,000-yard receivers potentially.
Right.
Come on now. When does that ever happen in a Tennessee Titans offense?
Let's go. So, 30 touchdowns by the quarterback.
Right. He's at 3,000 yards already. You know what I'm saying? Like
4,000 yard passes possible.
And that's this year that's what kind of frustrates me because this defense, like our third down defense, that was one of the negatives I pointed out. Yeah. We ranked dead last in that category. I think Cleveland last week they converted like 10 out of 16 on third downs. And historically our defense on third down has been really good. Like 2019 we ranked 16th, 2018 we ranked 11th. Mm-hmm. So, that's kind of like it's like if we had our 18 defense and we have our offense this year, we're a Super Bowl team basically.
Okay. You can't do both.
You're not gonna win no games giving up 38 points in the first half.
Man.
You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win no football games like that. So I think that it kind of points. I know the fan base is saying this, but I really do think we need a defensive coordinator. I think we do. We need to start looking.
We do.
So I don't know how we're gonna. I mean, this year it kind of worries me because I don't know how we're gonna compete with Kansas City or even Cleveland again because everybody know that we our secondary is weak, and if you just hit Derrick Henry in the mouth early, he's because I think Sunday was my first time seeing like Derrick Henry's weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like I think because he was like he wasn't the same running back after that fumble. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He wasn't running. He was not running the same way like he ran the last 2 weeks after that fumble. It's like they got in his head or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Fumble in the year.
right. So I think after that fumble, it kind of, I guess, shocked him or whatever, and and he just wasn't the same running back. And then AJ Brown fumbled twice. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I think the second fumble was cool because we recovered it for a touchdown, but I think the first one was like before halftime.
That didn't matter. Yeah, that
didn't matter. But the biggest one, of course, was Humphreys, and I think he's probably done for the year, probably because
Yeah, he ain't recovered.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna speak about that. I'll speak about it more in the off season. Now we speak about it now. No, like my guy Savage just said, AJ Corday is trying to get paid.
Yeah.
All right. Fans talking about, man, he might be out of pay range. We paying Adam Humphries $9 million.
Yeah.
I like Adam Humphries, but he ain't playing $9 million.
No.
Yeah, he hasn't put out $9 million production. So I think it's a simple cut Adam Humphries, sign Corey Davis move. That's how I see it.
So somebody said that on Twitter, and I was reading it, and they said something about the cat, like the money. I think the money he would still be getting paid next year. It was like the money wouldn't be enough to cover Corey Davis, something like that.
It depends on who we prioritize, pretty much. Do we prioritize Corey Davis first, Jayon Brown, John New? It really comes down to prioritization.
See, if we were to prioritize somebody, I think we have to look at Corey Davis now as, okay, he's, we got our Batman and AJ Brown. Batman needs Robin, so that'll be a great, for the next, at least 5-6 years. That'll be a great, 1-2 punch, and then you got Derrick Henry playing great. So, Jonnu probably can. We probably can do without Jonnu.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like saying that. I like John. I like all the players, but you can't keep everybody. And he wants to get paid. I know John wants to get paid, but when you got Ferguson playing great, we can probably draft another rookie tight end to sit behind Ferguson and Pruitt and all them. But Jonnu's good, but I just think that he can be replaced.
That's a great point, Humphreys.
Yeah.
Multiple concussions.
Yeah. I think he's probably done. Like he needs to. It's probably long term. He needs to go ahead and think about that.
Yeah, we find tight ends on our team.
Right.
Like random dudes just catching the pass. Swain.
Right.
Like,
right. And Swain, I think he's like 6'5". Like that dude's like tall. So we got tight ends. They might not have big names, but they can get the job. They can catch the ball. They're not gonna drop the ball.
Right, they get it done. I ain't gonna lie. Ferguson don't drop passes at all.
Right.
That's how the Bears game.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel too. Me on the same page. I love Jonnu, but it's like I need that.
And then with Jayon, I think Jayon's gonna want the big contract. I think he's the one that's gonna be part of the diva out of all. I really do.
And honestly, he's the one I think we need the most out of the group.
Yeah. Because our defense is terrible.
I don't know about Rashaan Evans anymore.
See, I think, I have a theory about Rashaan Evans. And I know somebody, they got on me about this on Twitter. But I think Rashaan can probably play the edge. And I was saying, let Rashaan play the edge. And then I thought Clowney was going to come back this year, but Clowney's out for the year. But I would have put Clowney at middle linebacker. Because if you look at Rashaan Evans' highlights from Alabama, most of his big plays were off the edge.
Yep.
So I think that he's probably better or stronger on the edge than he is as a middle linebacker. Compton's doing okay. David Long is really a good replacement. I think he's good. He'll get us through the year. He'll get us through the end of the year. But we got to look at that all season. Like we need to. I think Jayon gonna be I think he's gonna ask for a lot of money.
Yeah, but you read my exact mind on it because my whole thing was like next year. Because I didn't Clowney free agent. I might think it's like they Clowney go. Put Rashaan Evans at the edge.
Clowney can go. Clowney, man. I'm sorry. I mean, he has a big name, but I think he's on the down part of his career. He's past his prime. I think.
Right.
I don't think he's going to be the same Clowney we saw it. In Houston.
No more signing edge rushers. Draft only.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Vic Beasley and Clowney after this fiasco.
$24 million.
Woo. And And thing is, we wanted John Robinson to be aggressive. He was. I can't blame him. He bought in too. I mean, as much as everybody gonna say Vic Beasley, he worked hard all this. He had 8 sacks last year. I mean,
right.
And he's on contract pretty much up. His career pretty much over. Like that was his last shot. And
we talking about Beasley.
Beasley, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Raiders signed him.
It did, but I'm saying like for him to be get paid.
Right.
That's it for him.
Yeah. He's not gonna get another big contract, and then he was just lazy. Like I didn't hear any positive reports from him. You know, when he first came, and I know let's not even talk about Isaiah Wilson because you know that really.
I'm still gonna give him another year. I mean, I can't call it rookie of blessing until it's the off field stuff though that's hurt. Which we're gonna
it may be some underlying issues with him. You know. Like maybe depression. I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
It's got to be something else going on with him. I don't know what it is though.
Yes, I know he's 21, so I mean,
right. We all made mistakes at 21, but you know, not when you're a multimillionaire.
Right.
First round pick in the NFL. You know, that's just me.
So yeah, hopefully this whole draft class. Hopefully Christian Fulton come back soon.
Yeah.
Darrington Evans is back now. That's the news I saw as well. Darrington Evans is officially he's back. So
yeah, Darrington Evans he's been activated from the IR, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. They go to speed back. So let's get it.
Right. Yeah. So I think next week, you know, well we'll talk about that. It's a you know.
Yeah, Clowney out for this. Now he's officially surgery out the blue. Nobody heard about.
Right, just after Sunday morning, I got on Bleacher Report. I'm like, what? But it is what it is.
I heard he could be back for the playoffs, but I mean,
yeah. Vrabel did when he was asked. I think Vrabel said that there's a possibility of him coming back. You know, he's not just definitely out, but if we make a deep playoff run, like if we go to the AFC Championship game, I think he'll play. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If we play Kansas City Chiefs and Clowney's able to play, you know, I think he's gonna play. You know, that's why we signed him. You know.
So speaking of coming back to the playoffs, I said I wasn't gonna even think about Dillard Jackson until I actually saw him again. But I do got a question for you. Do you remember the Colts, Peyton Manning, when they won the Super Bowl back in 2006?
Yeah.
And you remember, like, during the regular season, their defense was bad. But all of a sudden, in the playoffs, their defense turned it around. After Bob Sanders.
Who
missed most of the season.
Right, came in.
The playoffs.
Right.
Do you think Adoree can have not the same exact impact? Because, I mean, Bob Sanders.
Right, yeah. Bob Sanders, that man was everywhere. He was like a
right. He was all pro. So do you think like a return of after Blue and Dory just come back in the playoffs? Do you think he could have some type of not the same impact but close or similar to our defense?
I mean, potentially. I mean, we've seen that we know Adoree has speed. So we saw him against last year against Kansas City. We saw him against, you know, some of the best offenses, and he got beat. But he played okay, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he just got beat like the corner, like Borders did last week by the Browns receiver, you know, on that first down. But I think that him and Fulton, obviously they make your defense a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that if you have Fulton's our second round pick who had first round talent and played pretty good up until his injury. So, you know, you get him back healthy. And Adoree maybe can be he could be the X factor. I don't know what, you know, maybe so. He's the big question mark. I mean, because I think it's more about our defensive schemes and our defensive coordinators. You know, hats off to Kerry Combs. Combs, like Kerry Combs was. I don't think people understand how much of an impact he had on the defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with those DBs. Like we were MMCNB or whatever. Like my man catch only. You know, they had a swag about them. Kevin Byard was a different free safety. You know what I mean? Like some of the best secondary people in the league. So I just think that, you know, I think it's coming out coaching. You know what I mean?
You're breaking up. Yeah, I think I lost you.
He's still there?
Yeah, I think I lost you, though. You're freezing up. Yeah, you completely froze. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's froze. Yeah.
Let's see. Say something now. Okay, try it. Log out, log back in.
Real bad.
Technology. Okay. All right, we'll be back in a second. Let me see the chat. Yep, he'll be back in here in a second. Let's see what Coach Boone said. Coach Boone. Outside the Butler, Dory might be the only player in the secondary comfortable in press. Exactly. Like giving out what Chris was saying, I do believe Dory does have a shot to make a huge impact on us in the playoffs. Actually, he's coming back in now.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah. See, Coach Bourne, he said outside of Butler, Dory might be the only player in technically they're comfortable playing press, and that is true. Outside of, I would say, Desmond King doesn't mind playing press, but
I'm still getting some feedback issues, man.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, there you go. Now you good now. You good now. I hear you.
Good.
There we go. Okay. All right.
You see, we're saying Dory might be the only other player in secondary comfortable in press.
Absolutely right. I mean, I think Fulton is he better on the slot or
slot?
He's better slot in it. Yeah. So we got Desmond King and Fulton in slot, and Butler and Adoree on the side. So I think that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now against Kansas City, that's you know.
Can't nobody. There's no secondary in the league that can get up Kansas City.
I'm about to say. I think the only thing we can do against Kansas City if we play them in the playoffs,
outscore
is to either outscore them or go on some really long drives. Just run the ball 40 times a game, and just keep Mahomes off the field, keep him cold on the sideline, and then when you bring him in, somebody got to hit him in the mouth and hit him early and often because I don't think Mahomes has really been hit yet. I don't think he has.
With the pass rush, that won't be happening.
yeah. I mean, kudos to him. He's a great talent, but I think any quarterback, if they get hit in the mouth one time, they're not the same quarterback. yeah.
Look, I mean, Tom Brady. Anytime you get a defensive line, back there, what Steve maybe saying, you be tap dancing,
right?
So yeah. See, that's the thing. Like last year, we saw in the AFC Championship game, we was like, we need speed at corner and we need pass rush. Right. We tried. We
we did.
We tried to get speed. We got Fulton, so I'm hoping.
And I can't blame John Robinson because I think he made the choice. He made the best decisions for at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I think everybody agreed. Yeah, we went out and we spent money on what we thought we needed. I just think that injuries, unforeseen. I would have rather have Clowney have just sat out like the beginning of the year because we really didn't need him. You know what I'm saying? We really just we need you this time of the year. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him, just sit out, and just, let Roberson play. But that's just me.
Yeah. Coach Bourne said Fulton's great at line scrimmage. His issue at LSU was top end closing speed.
Yeah. He got burnt against Alabama. Riggs and all them boys. They burnt
he also did well on Jerry Jeudy as well, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was like a couple plays he did good on Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, sure did.
I mean, he's hit the best, but I mean, if he's your fourth corner, that's our top four. And no disrespect, Breon Borders has been really good for us. I mean,
Outside of the game last week, he's been playing really good.
Right. I mean, for what Johnson Joseph was doing, I mean, I love Breon Borders until the Browns game, so I'm not putting too much hate on him. It's just
he's an undrafted dude, I mean, he's a good corner though. He's still a good solid option,
Right. I mean, it's him as a fifth corner that makes me. Fifth or fourth, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
I just don't know about it. I think it just comes down to coaching, man. Like, what is the defensive philosophy? On third and long. And I know there's some coaches watching. I'm not a football coach or anything like that, but what is the defensive philosophy on third? And I would imagine it's just contain, right? You play contain, you try to make sure everything stays in front of you. But we getting beat on like 3rd and 17, 3rd and 13, 3rd and 11,
Yeah,
3rd and 6.
I don't
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? How do you play that? I
So
guess it's you
Dean
know.
Pease used to blitz a lot more. I didn't notice in the Browns game when we blitz, we still get pressure. The Browns offensive line, including Jack Conklin.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That is a good factor because that was probably the best offensive line we faced all year. Yeah.
Yep, they look real
They
good.
have a good first offensive line.
So yeah. So move forward. Before we preview the Jazz game, let's go through the NFL. So what I like to do is, especially since playoff time, and we're looking at playoff standings.
Okay.
I like to review the other teams that we're in contention with for the playoffs.
I think
So
the Ravens are playing right now.
yeah, they're playing right now, but we have tiebreaking on them if we get wild card. So I'm not
Yeah.
worried about them anymore. Damn, shout out to their win. But playoffs will start today. Steelers still have the first round bye. Kansas City is 2 seed versus the Colts. Bills 3 seed versus Dolphins. And we get the revenge game against the Browns, which I'll be honest, because of the second half, well, I know what we think was. The second half showed me all I need to know about if we were to play Browns again. Be honest. I think I honestly do believe we came into the game like that's good in that game. We looked at it and saw the Browns had it easy. The Browns are good, but you're hearing people like, oh, they ain't playing nobody. They 8-3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a home game. You just came off 2 tough wins against the Colts and Ravens.
Yeah.
Although they're 8-3 as well, you're still looking like it's still the Browns. We beat them 43-13 last year.
Right.
I really believe they came around the game with their mentality, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Titans that I just dislike about our franchise is like we play good in the games you don't expect us to play, and we play better when we have something to prove. But when we have a game like that and you don't get up for it, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like this year against the Colts the first time. Okay, it was a couple. In that game, we played good. If AJ Brown would have caught that ball, if the field goals would have been made, and the punt and all that, but it's like we don't get up like we did against Baltimore. We don't get up like we did against Indy. It's like the same team. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is attributed to, but I think we need like Jacksonville. That could be a trap game.
I don't. After that, what 38 points?
You said what?
After 38 points in the first half, they ain't gonna be no trap game no more.
Because they put that fire on there, but you know what I'm saying? Like they woke up in the second half, and it shouldn't be like that. We're a veteran team. We went to the AFC Championship game last year. We're a veteran team that know what it takes to win games. You have to get up for every game because everybody's after you. You know what I'm saying? We have to have that. We can't ever take a week off. Everybody's trying to come at you. You know what I mean?
Especially now, like the Colts, we have tiebreaker over the Colts, and like I said, as long as we take care of business against the Jags and Texans, the Colts got a pretty tough schedule coming up. They play at the Raiders and they play at the Steelers in 2 weeks.
We have to win out to win the AFC South.
We have to either win. So we both have the same record. If we end with the same record, it's twofold. We really don't want to know the scenarios till later because as of now, we got the tiebreaker based on the division record.
Right.
But let's say we slip up against the Jags and the Colts beat. Let's say the Colts lose to the Raiders and we have tied. Then we still tied.
Yeah, we still
tied. At that point, we have the same. We both win 1-1. We have the same amount of divisional losses because we both would have lost to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Then the tiebreaker goes to the conference record, and I don't think we lost in the NFC. So I don't know who they lost. I think they lost to the Bears. No.
You saying if we have the same conference record, they look at the other conference?
I think so.
Okay.
I think if because the division then goes conference, so we have to build the conference record when it has the tiebreaker. So it just all depends on we have to take care of the teams we're supposed to beat, which are the next two.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Going to the Green Bay game, if the Colts don't go 4-0, we'll probably win the division.
Yeah.
But right now,
Right.
Right now, we had a tiebreaker. We both went out. We
Right.
went
As long as we take care of our business, we're good. We're good to go. Yeah.
So I'm not focused. I know other people saying like tiebreakers a wild card. I'm not focused on the wild card. I'm focused on division. But
right. Yeah. If we don't win our division this year, I think this year is a failure. If we don't win our division, you know what I'm saying? You started off 5-0. I just think that you start off 5-0. You're expected to win your division after 5-0 start. It's a disappointment if you don't win.
Yep. Until Coach Bourne said, veteran team missing Terrell Casey, Logan Ryan, Wesley Woodyard, who we still can sign right now. But
right, yeah, I think is Woodyard retired or what?
No, he just chilling. We signed him just to be the locker room presence. If he don't want to play him, man.
I would sign that dude now. We need him.
We can sign honestly. With pass rush help, we need right now. Definitely right now. Adam Humphries gone. Kenny Stills. What we're waiting for right now. Pass rush. Cameron Wake still out there.
Cameron Wake, I'm about to say Cameron Wake. He's 36 years old, but still, he's still pretty good.
Right. When he has to, he just ain't good when he has to play the whole game. He just come in like we did last year with him. He came in on played like 15 plays the first game and had like 3 sacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like just play him like sparingly, but hopefully we'll see. I mean, early in the season, I didn't think they were gonna make moves, and they released Vic Beasley, released Jonathan Joseph, and the long snapper Bo Brinkley in the same week, and traded for Desmond King. So
yeah, that was a good trade. Now that I give that was a Desmond King for what we got for a 6th-round pick.
Right,
that was a really good move.
Yep. So, I mean, honestly, the rest of the season, let me go to around the rest of the league. Okay. So, based on Sunday, teams that we battled for a while, playoffs. Miami won. They beat Cincinnati. That's what we're worried about. Vegas, shout out to the Jets for allowing them to.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I would rather I want the Jets to keep losing. I don't want the Jags to get Trevor Lawrence. I think that dude's gonna be a beast.
Right, you on something there. Yep, keep him out of my division.
Yeah.
On the unfortunate part, we might see Justin Fields in the division. So
I'm not worried about him though.
Sure.
I think Trevor Lawrence got that boy. That boy is good.
I think they both gonna be good. I think Trevor Lawrence gonna be better, but shoot, Justin Fields.
I mean, my thing about I look at the last few Ohio State quarterbacks. Okay, look at the last few. I go back to who? Troy Smith. Troy Smith, he won Heisman, but he wasn't really like a NFL type quarterback.
Yeah.
Then you have Cordell Jones.
Yeah, Cardale Jones.
Cardale Jones, who
I didn't think he was gonna be. He was so flashy.
One of your first round pick.
He was like 34.
34. Okay, he was 34th round pick. Who was the other Ohio State quarterback? It was another one I'm missing.
Talking about JT Barrett, he went undrafted.
Yeah, JT. All of those guys were good in their
Preston
system.
Miller.
Right, all those guys were good, but they didn't really translate to the NFL. So I don't know if this Fields guy. I don't know. I haven't seen enough.
Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins. What happened to him? You know what I mean? I think he's in the XFL now, right?
No, I think he got unfairly benched. But Adam Smith is doing well for Washington right now, so we ain't gonna dive to that.
Yeah.
I don't think he really should got benched, but
but
I think Justin Fields different. I mean, I don't go off history. I go off of
yeah.
But I almost rather see him than Trevor Lawrence to your point in Jacksonville. Especially, I just don't think Jacksonville just go after be good. To be honest.
Yeah, something wrong with Jacksonville. I don't them in Houston. I don't get
I'm mad Houston fired Bill O'Brien. I want to keep messing them up.
Yeah. Because Houston they had a squad, bro.
Right.
Like in 2017, 18, they had a squad, bro. Like they had Deshaun Watkins, they had Hopkins, they had all the receivers, they had Clowning, and they just let all them guys go, whatever. That's good for us,
Yeah, shout out to them. Mm-hmm. But also, unfortunately, they had the Colts beat and fumbled the ball at the goal line to lose the game 26-20. So we still had some breathing room, but now we got to keep winning for sure, which we need to win anyway. What are the games? That goes it. New England, they're sneaking in the playoff picture at 6-6 now. They beat the Chargers 45-0.
Okay.
And Buffalo beat San Francisco, which if we were to get the tiebreaker scenario in the wild card, we had the tiebreaker over them, but because they don't know the game ahead, the Dolphins in their division, so they have won. Their division ain't over yet either.
Yeah.
And so Baltimore playing now, we had tiebreaker over them. I know what they do.
So New England has the Rams next week, and then the Dolphins the week after that. So we'll know who the Patriots really are. After these next, and then they got the Bills after that. So we'll know who they really are after these next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. So really, I mean, just going forward, I'm not worried. I'm not thinking wild card. I'm thinking division. Man, wild card. We get to wild card. I'm disappointed anyway. Period. Because I'm just tired of not winning the division.
I have this theory about the Titans, man. I just think we're the type of team that we have to be the underdog. We have to have everybody talk about us. We have to be that team that no one expects. We just come out the blue and then we just impress everybody out. I just think we have this theory. We don't like to be the favorite. We just don't like to be the favorite. So, I understand what you're saying, but it's like, okay, if that's what it's going to take for them to get to Super Bowl, if we have to be like the Steelers and the Colts and all these other teams that had to win the wild card, on the road and stuff, if that's what gets us to the Super Bowl, and Derrick Henry goes off in the playoffs again, and we have the offense is clicking, defense clicks, maybe it's worth it. But I don't know.
I gotta know we get in the playoffs if they happen. That's the point.
Yeah. I want us to win our division, and I want Derrick Henry to hit 2,000 yards. But if we have to sacrifice Derrick Henry not getting 2,000 yards, and the Titans not winning the division, and we go on to get the 6 seed, the 7 seed, and we go on the road and we beat everybody on the road, and we go to Super Bowl, I'll take that over anything.
Yeah, of course.
I would take that, bro.
I'm tired of looking. We need to. Because it's now
mediocrity. We've been 9-7 the last 3 or 4 years, man. We need to get over 10 wins. We got to get 10 wins.
I'm popping champagne. We get 10.
Yeah, I think at this point there's a strong possibility we're going to be 10-6. I really do. I think we'll end up probably going. I think the Green Bay game, that may be a game we could possibly win because Aaron Rodgers may not play, because I think Green Bay will probably have everything wrapped up by that point.
They might still be playing for the 1 seed though.
For the 1 seed, yeah, they may.
Green Bay's the type of team they're not. I mean, we could beat them. That's not
I definitely. They're definitely a beatable team. Yeah, they're a beatable team. I just think that again, they got Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, and we got to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. We got to have long drives. Derrick Henry's going to have to run 35 times a game. It's going to probably be snowing and cold, and that's good for us.
That's good for us.
Yeah, that's good for us. So that's we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do the Jags preview, but really it's just okay. We know. Take care of business, Jags. Take care of business, Lions. Let's get to 10-4. Go into the game in Green Bay. There's a possibility we may have a division clinch at that time because the Colts play the Raiders and the Steelers 2 of these next 3 weeks on the road. If they were to lose in 2 games, we would have division clinch before we even step on the field against Green Bay Sunday Night Football.
Okay, so if we win, we win this week and the Colts lose to the Raiders this week, do we win the AFC South? Because
we're essentially be 2 games up because we only have one more AFC game after this game. We only have one more AFC opponent, and that's the Texans. But the thing is, it's a possibility we can lose our last 3 and go down again. And the Colts could win their last 3 and go to it's 10-6 or 11-5 at that point.
I feel you.
Which 9-7 seems like what we are, so we know we don't win the next 2, get to 10.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just 9. I'm tired of 9-7. I want it to be great, man.
I'm tired of 9-7. I'm tired of not winning division. We're gonna be in the wild card regardless, division or not. We're gonna be in the wild card.
Yeah, and how do you feel about the addition? I like having 2 wild card, the top 2 teams get the bye week. I think that's really I miss that.
No, more games. I'm fine with it. Because it helps. I say this last year, I think what did help, by the time we played Kansas City, them having that bye and having that 1 game, that helped them a lot against us in that game. Plus having 2 games to their 1. I think Kansas City only had 2, they had 2 seed last year as well. So if they had 2 seed,
and they came out flat against the Texans too. Like remember they were down by 24 points in the first quarter, and they ended up coming back, of course, because they can do that. But
So I mean, this year I'd like to play them with both of us having to play a wild card game. Then we
Okay,
both
who would you rather see on the road? Because I would rather see Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm thinking like
I would love to see Pittsburgh and say if we beat Miami or Cleveland in the first round, I would love to see Pittsburgh.
me too. Because honestly, and I put it this way, Pittsburgh's been getting disrespected. They finally got their first loss against the Washington football team. Cool, but everybody.
I mean, we all saw that coming because they have no running game. You know,
they don't at all. And I do think they've been disrespected when people just acting like their schedule was soft. They ain't that good.
Yeah.
They're good. They have
they got a good team. Yeah, they have a good defense. And also, you know, there's another factor with their defense. People are getting hurt, and they're like losing guys for the season. So you know, you take the injuries, and they're probably more banged up than we are, and we both had the same bye week. So that's why I say it really comes down to who's the healthiest.
Yeah. So
see, people aren't thinking about that, but like I think it's good that Odor is hurt right now. It's good that if Clowney, you know, can come back championship game, you know.
Yep. So I think I think we are Pittsburgh. I mean, I've always said I don't think we could beat New England. I mean, I don't think we could beat Kansas City. But Pittsburgh, that game, so like the Cleveland game, that second half showed me like, oh, we know we could beat them. We just didn't show up. Pittsburgh, the same thing. The second half showed me, we could beat them. The first half doesn't show up. We just need to actually play a complete game, and we could beat this team.
And really, when you think about all our losses, every single loss, even the Bengals game, you know, if that penalty, they want to call that penalty on the Jayon Brown interception, you know, we could have won that game. You know what I'm saying? Right. It just comes down to execution, and I think that special teams, I still don't trust our kicker. I don't trust him. I think he plays good when the pressure's not on him. He kicks those long field goals when the pressure's not on him. But he did help us in the Baltimore game, and you know, but I still don't trust him. I still don't, you know, it's just like, it's just in the back of my mind. Right. I think about the Colts game. I think about Pittsburgh game. So you know, I think we like last year. What we did was we scored touchdowns, and as long as we're scoring touchdowns, I think we can beat I think we can beat anybody. I think our offense can play against anybody. I think we can score on anybody. And
that's so crazy to think. Like,
I do. I really believe that.
Yeah, I know. I do too. That's why I'm saying it's so crazy because our history has always been defense.
It's been the opposite, right?
And offense, we always been able to run the ball, but everybody try to disrespect Tannehill. He's showing out. I mean, that's all.
26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And he's on 3 yards away from 3,000 yards. He's probably going to get 4,000 yards by the end of the season. 4,000 yards, probably 30 plus touchdowns. He's showing you why he got the money. He's the leader of our team. You know, shout out to you know, I know Mariota fans. I was a big Mariota fan.
I was too.
And I just think that, you know, it was just time for us to go ahead and make that transition. And I think that we probably have our quarterback for the next, you know, 5 to 6 years. We have that's our guy. You know, and Henry, you know, I want Henry to play at least like this for the next 3 to 4 years. The running back position is kind of weird because it's like, you know, the mileage on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I look at guys like Adrian Peterson who's still playing at a decent level. You know, so I think that Henry has at least 3 or 4 years left in him to play like he's playing right now. You know, after that Jags game in 2018, you know, he hadn't been the same running back. You know what I'm saying? He was just the average running back before that, you know, week 8, you know, that Thursday night game, you know,
Jacksonville, 99 yards.
right. And so I think he may have a big game this week. I can't, you know, but I just think that I hope that, you know, we show up, you know, we don't take the Jacksonville lightly.
No, let's go on here. Jacksonville, I'm telling you, their record is 1-10, 11, whatever. They're competitive. They almost beat Green Bay.
I was looking at the score, I was like, Jacksonville about to beat Minnesota, like in Minnesota, like, you know,
right.
And we barely beat Minnesota, you know, so it's like
we barely beat Jacksonville,
right, exactly. If Jacksonville, Minshew would have thrown an interception at the end of the game, like they almost won the game,
right?
And so I just think that we have to come in there and we have to treat them just like we treated, you know, the Baltimore Ravens. We have to come out there with the same chip on our shoulders. You know, and you know, we can't lollygag, man. I think we have to score first. We have to, get the ball first.
Yes.
That's something I've noticed about Titans. When we get the ball first, we come out the gate.
Scoring.
We got to score touchdowns. Like we did get us in Indianapolis that first week, the first time we played, and we came out, we took it down the field. You know what I'm saying?
Both
That's
times.
you got both times right, and you got to stick to who we are. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and you can't do that when you fall behind 24-7 because your defense. Yeah,
right.
I was no like when that game started, I saw he was kicking off. I was like, golly, because I know the Browns can run, so they can get up. They gonna run the ball. I'm like, whoever get the ball first win this game. It's not who get the ball last.
Now, was there ever a point where you felt like when they kept scoring touchdowns, like did you feel like it was over? Right. It's perfect. It's like Arthur Smith plans it to a T, and he has everything planned. But after that, after like the first drive, he's like he wants to do wildcats and all this exotic stuff, and it's like, dude, like,
and
just run the ball, bro. Like, just run the ball on first down, man. That's what we gonna do. Like, everybody know it.
The crazy is he's frustrated with it, but you still can't get too mad at him because this is the best offense we ever had in Titans history. So.
And that's the crazy thing about it. It's like everybody be on Arthur Smith, but it's like this probably Tannehill. Probably if Tannehill plays 5 or 6 more years like he is now, he'll end up being our best quarterback ever. And I know I'm a McNair fan to the T. I said that on Facebook, and folks chewed me out. I said, man, if Tannehill's playing like this in 2025, he's easily statistically. If you look at the stats, he's our best quarterback. I'm not counting Warren Moon because that's the Oilers, but he's the best in Titans history. So easy. Yeah. So, and Henry is on pace to probably be our best running back. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And AJ, you can make an argument now that AJ Brown is the best receiver we ever had. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you breaking up again.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you froze.
Oh, okay. What about now?
Sure, I can hear you. Just still froze.
Okay, you mean leave, come back?
Yeah, try it again. We almost done anyway. No, yeah, okay. You almost there? Yeah, Coach Bourne, man. That was the script. Every game, though. But what messed us up was that the third down pass to that lineman on 31. Then we had the 4th and 1 with the bad spot by the officials. After that, the game kind of I think the Browns went right down the field, scored, went up 10-0. Then Henry fumble, 17-0.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's doing that stuff again. It'll come back though.
Okay. Yeah, so we almost done. He froze again. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you good now.
It'll come back. It's doing that lagging stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's lagging. Yeah. Here you go. He said he had no price with he was the option. He was the 4th option to play. Now, here, Coach Bourne, I didn't have a problem with the throw to him. It was more so the play call. I think that's a play. To me, that's a play you run. Like the Browns ran their goal line when they threw it to the line for a touchdown. I think that's a goal line play. I don't trust a lineman to catch it. I know he's the 4th option, but it's like more so the play call. I think that's a play. To me, that's a play you run. Like,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, you hear me?
Okay, it's still lagging or whatever. But yeah, what I was saying earlier before we got off was I said AJ Brown. He's probably our best, our best receiver we've ever had. You can make an argument and say he'll end up being our best receiver we ever had, statistically. So
Derek Mason so far, but yeah, he's well on his way. Like I said, the Tannehill of Stephen Air was really interesting because Stephen Air's stats don't scream like, his stats just don't scream out like that. But like that's my all-time favorite player. I still remember the day he died. That jump, it messed me up.
Yeah. It's lagging again. It's all good.
Okay. I mean, like I said, we are pretty much done, man.
So what again, Sharky?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's lagging again.
Okay. I mean, we gonna hit it right there. I mean, that was pretty much the last covering it all. Yeah, I know you can always ride with him. Yep. I mean, like I'm always riding with him, but like you said, 5-6 years down the line. If Tannehill still playing like this, we still can't deny it. And I think Coach Bourne, he's actually Stephen Air's cousin. So yeah, like I said, that's my all-time favorite player. He'll always be. But as of now, that season run. Remember, follow me on Twitter at the 1 P Shark. The one underscore P Shark you see on the bottom of the screen. For audio, you don't see it. So the one DAONE underscore P Shark. Listen to the show on YouTube and Twitter live every Tuesday around 7, 8-ish. Also, you can listen audio on any podcast platform, man, on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, you name it all. Chris, what can they follow you with?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still there? Okay, I can hear you now. Cool. Man, I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. Okay, yeah, man. Okay, I can hear you now. Cool.
Okay. What can they follow you at on Twitter?
Okay, Twitter. My Twitter is Christ Lives in Me, man. I'm a gospel minister, man. Live in Memphis, Tennessee. Man, shout out to P Sharky, man. This is a really cool platform you got, man. Like I'm impressed, man. This is really good, man. Keep. I see the vision you got, man. Keep doing it, man. I see where you're going. So, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Because we need that representation, in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I know Nashville has a lot of different podcasts or whatever like that, but we definitely need that here in Memphis because there's a lot of Titans fans in Memphis. So yeah, definitely, bro.
Man, appreciate it. Like I said, it's a whole bunch of the idea came from other Titan podcasts I saw. I've been seeing a whole lot of Titans followers on Twitter. So I mean, we all ride together.
Right. You saw the Titans follow train, man. Like I had it. I just put my name there. I said Tighten Up, and everybody would just following me back. I was like, whoa, like man, everybody's kind of getting on one chord, man. So yeah, I think our fan base is really, really picking up.
Yep. Again, see you on the show. Appreciate Coach Bourne for listening in. So it was a great job. And till next time, y'all. Peace.